In this episode of the Horror Headquarters, honestly, it's been a while since I've seen something out of the ordinary. Feeling something and then seeing someone are two completely different energies. I turn around and I see this black silhouette person looking at me. Now, I hope you guys are all doing amazing because I have a very special episode for you guys today. I'm going to be talking about a really weird experience I had in the past couple days, and I immediately said I have to tell everyone that listens to my podcast about this. Because as you know, it's been a while since I've talked about a really weird phenomenon that's been happening to me, but this one is peak insane, and it's not one incident, it's two. So buckle up, grab a snack, grab a drink, lay down, relax, and get ready. For all of you joining for the very first time, please make sure to hit that follow button and rate us if you like what you're hearing for more content. Your support truly means the world, so I appreciate anything and everything that you guys can do. But without further ado, let's dive into today's episode. So as you guys may or may not know, the Wolf Moon just passed, and if you guys don't know what the Wolf Moon is, it's basically where the moon appears full for about 3 days, and it happens about once a year, and it's also known to be extremely powerful for people that are into meditation, that are into energy, that are into magic, that kind of stuff. So manifestation is really good for manifesting your dreams, your aspirations in life. So on the 17th, so the day after the third day of the Wolf Moon, I went to grab some lunch and I parked my car, got out of my car, was walking towards the building. All I hear are a baby and a mother arguing. I turn, nothing, no one. I started maybe walking for about 3 minutes around the parking lot looking for this voice because I'm like, I hope I'm not hallucinating. I hope I'm not hearing a spirit or ghost. And I'm just walking around. There is nothing, you guys. I'm looking in every single car. I know that sounds creepy. There is no one. This sound disappeared into thin air. And I stopped for a moment and collected myself and I walked back inside to the building. And this is still lingering in my mind till this day about whether or not there was actually someone there, whether someone was maybe leaving or maybe they were just walking. But I'm telling you guys, it was dead silent. Crying when I'm not facing backwards, and then turn around, the crying stops, everything stops, complete silence. And it freaks me out. Now, I don't care if you call me crazy because I know I'm not crazy, but to anyone out there that knows or has been experiencing something like this before, please sound off in the comments below so I don't sound like a crazy person to all these other people listening. But I'm assuming if you're still listening, then you, in a way, believe me, or at least I hope you do. Now, do I think this has some connection to the Wolf Moon? Probably, I'm not sure. But there is one other incident that did occur, and that was a day before. That was the 16th. This one freaked me out even more. And I'm actually extremely hesitant to discuss it because I haven't experienced something like this in maybe a couple months, but nothing to the extent of this. I'm gonna say it's probably been a year since something this insane has occurred, and it was right in my backyard. Alright, now I have all this written down because I've started to create a planner now. I purchased a planner so I can write down everything that happens in a day, whether it's just regular things or out of the ordinary things. So on the 16th, on Thursday, I was shoveling the snow outside because we were prepping for a really big snowstorm that we were gonna have. So I didn't want it to kind of clump up in like 8 inches or anything like that. Anyone that's in the Midwest knows exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm out shoveling. I finished, my mom comes home, I'm helping her like with all the groceries that she got, and I'm walking to and from the car. I grab stuff from the car, I turn around for a split second, and there's this black silhouetted figure staring directly at me. I blinked and it was gone. It was completely gone, and I started panicking, and I said, whoa, oh my god. And my mom thought I was talking to her, like she was upset because I was helping with the groceries. I'm like, no mom, no, I just saw something, but no one's there. Before anyone calls it crazy, I looked right, left, down the street, everywhere. There was no one in sight. This person or thing dissipated into thin air. Now this is the second instance, but this is the first thing that happened. This was a day before the 17th, before the whole baby crying situation. And I tried to meditate on as much as possible, and I'm still failing to even make out what the whole message is of this is. And like I'm like stuttering over my words, because just speaking about it makes my heart rate go up, because there was this really weird energy that I felt when I saw this figure staring at me, because it looked like it was walking in a way, but it was walking towards me. Like I could see the entire figure. Think of just a regular human being. I could see the entire figure, but all in black. And I was just thinking to myself, like, did I see a ghost? Did I see a spirit? Like, is this a message? I don't know. And if you guys have any context on this, please let me know in the comments, because this is something that's definitely still really, really, really weird to me. And I know I'm taking a lot of pauses when I'm saying this, and I apologize. It's just I'm still trying to make sense of it. And where I saw it was like on the sidewalk, and it just freaked me out. And like I said, that energy was kind of, I don't know if it was a good or bad energy, but it was extremely, extremely powerful. Like I felt like a whole shift. Like, you know when you get hit with that really strong wind when you first walk out of a store and there's like a big storm happening? That's the feeling I had. And I felt like I got hit with wind. And that's why I said, whoa. Like I just felt something. I don't know what it was, but it was extremely unusual. And I still don't know how to make sense of any of it. But being completely honest with you guys, it's instances like this that make me recall previous situations that have happened, like the time I saw a humanoid when I was filming Nightmare. I mean, when I was filming Visions, I had all these crazy things that occurred while I was filming it. But to this extent of seeing something and it being so close and it looking like it's walking to me, and like that really strong energy that's still resonating with me all these days later, is kind of insane to me. I also recall a lot of things that happened in Salem, but none of them really bad energy. I felt really good energy when I was in Salem, except when I visited the burial site of a lot of people that were accused of witchcraft during the witch trials in 1692. But there's nothing else that really pinpoints me, at least right now, that I can recall, because I did visit Salem for the third time, I believe, and it was again in, what month was it? It was September, and I still haven't even discussed this with you guys. But I promise you guys, I have so many other episodes planned. I'm just trying to, create a setup that's very special where I can do video episodes. And now that the cat is out of the bag, I wanted to keep that a secret, but I am in the process of creating something really cool. So we'll see how that all goes. I'm excited to start creating more video episodes for you guys that have like really good quality to them. So I'm eager for that. I'll let you guys know how that all is going. But back to the story. Now, I know once I got in my late teens, I started to feel a lot more energy, see a lot more figures, but I think it's definitely getting a lot more intense the more I grow up, the more I channel this energy. Now, that doesn't mean I'm channeling dark spirits, it's just I feel things. I'm always manifesting things, which is like good energy, but once in a while, just like this occasion, I'm seeing something that has a really weird energy that I don't know how to explain, but trying to kind of blame it all on the wolf moon. Just say that it's for the wolf moon, or I'm crazy so that people don't throw me in a psych ward. But that's something that I'm always fighting with, is trying to make out the reason for all of these situations that are going on, all these events that are happening. And I know I'm not the only one that goes through this because I've met so many people that have so many similar experiences, and it's made me feel so seen. And I've met so many people through this platform, through podcasting, that also experience seeing things, hearing things, and it just makes me feel so much more seen. Because I know a lot of us are ridiculed. I mean, the Salem witch trials happened for a reason, and somehow we still haven't learned from any of that, and people are still saying there's witchcraft going on, and like this and that, and witches are bad. I'm like, whatever floats your boat, Mike. Whatever floats your boat. But this is one of the reasons why I don't really talk openly with people about this unless I feel that their energy is good and if they won't immediately think that I'm crazy, which a lot of people do. So it's a very small minority of people that actually understand it all. And not talking about all this, I figured this would be kind of a good time to discuss some things that happened during Visions. Now, when I was filming the scene at my desk, if you guys have watched the film where I'm kind of writing down a incantation spell to do, my computer just magically started playing Annabelle. Just randomly. And I didn't touch anything. There was no reason for it to do so, and it got all staticky while it was playing Annabelle. And I still remember that day so vividly, and it terrifies me. I think that's one of the cursed films, for me at least, because there's something that's always going on during an Annabelle film, whether it's the first one or when I watched the third one with my mom, and it literally started glitching and the TV shut off during a specific scene. And it happened not once, not twice, but 3 times. So I think Annabelle is definitely our cursed film in the Conjuring series, along with The Nun, of course. I think that one's the worst of them all. But Annabelle started playing, and I just remember unplugging my laptop because I was so freaked out by it all. And I ended up filming that specific scene about 2 hours later. Plugged the computer back in and made sure that like everything was off, nothing was playing, the volume was all the way down, because that's another thing, the volume was all the way up, and you hear the intro to Annabelle. It's so creepy and like spine tingling, and ugh, I hate it. Now, something I was blessed with, but it's also a curse, is there was a lot of storms that were happening during filming, which were perfect, of course, for Visions if you guys have watched it, but they just happened suddenly. I wasn't aware of them, and as soon as I saw a storm happening, pulled out my camera, got into costume, got into character, and just started doing some scenes, like playing around. There's so many scenes that I haven't put in the film that I was thinking of doing an extended cut of. I'm not sure if I'm gonna anymore because I'm working so much on my new film, Don't Go Downstairs is what it's called, so we'll see how that all goes. But I remember there was one time during a thunderstorm where I was filming and my camera decided to completely shut off, and like the lens was going insane, like it was kept trying to focus on something, and I'm like, what is it trying to focus on? And keep in mind, the camera was off. It was off and it was trying to focus on something. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And so I just pulled out the battery and it stopped. It like slowly stopped turning. I'm like, yeah, that's not creepy at all. Someone actually made a recommendation in a previous episode in a comment, and they said that I should put a camera or even some type of audio device in my room to catch some sort of events that are going on, whether it's something falling off a shelf or anything else. And I've considered this. I have. So what I've done is I have a sleep recorder because I talk a lot in my sleep, you guys, and it's so creepy. Sometimes the things I say, I'll like be whispering to myself in like this really creepy, sinister way, and I don't make out what I'm saying. I'm like speaking some type of language, and I can't make it out. I'm like, what the heck am I saying right here? Like there was this one time where I was like whispering, I'm like, nobody listens. Like what? And like there was so much things I said before that and just made no sense to me. And it made no sense to anyone else. Like my brother thought I was insane. I love how I started off this episode talking about 2 experiences that I've had in the past week, and it just bled into all these other things. That just shows you how insane it is to be discussing all this and like all the other things that makes me remember and recall. But I do have to say, I have been using crystals, I've been saging my room, making sure that I'm ridding of any negative energy, because, as I said, playing around with witchcraft and if you're not educated or don't know what the heck you're doing, it's a really, really, really big mistake. Don't do it. And don't even get me started with Ouija boards, because I will never, for the life of me, play one of those ever. I don't care. Unless I'm extremely, extremely educated on it and what to say and what not to say, which is extremely rare, then I'm not playing with one of them because I don't want any of the energy, because you're just asking for a nightmare. I mean, if you guys haven't listened to the Ouija board episode, go give it a listen. It's in one of my previous episodes. It's in season 1. It is a great listen. It is a really great listen. It's definitely one of my favorite episodes that I've done, so go listen to that one if you guys haven't yet. This is gonna sound really weird, but when I have experiences like this, whether I'm seeing a figure, hearing something, feeling some sort of energy, it really enhances my skills and like really feeling people's energy and being able to really take care of myself and make sure that my aura is protected at all time. I'm like making sure that bubble around me is not letting any negative energy enter. Okay, you can't make this shit up. I literally just stepped away from my desk for like maybe 10 seconds to close my shades because it's starting to get dark outside. I walk back, sit down, I look at my planner, and it looks like there's bite marks on it right now. Like, I took a picture of it. I'm gonna be posting it. I am not joking right now. The page that I was telling you guys about, like where I wrote down about seeing a figure outside and then hearing a baby crying, on that page, it looks like someone like put their teeth on the paper. I know I sound crazy. And it looks like the teeth marks, like it's not an indentation, it's a watermark around. And then there's also a faint watermark towards the middle. I've taken a picture. If you guys are listening to this episode, I posted it already on Instagram, so go check it out at the Horror Quarters. This is creepy because I also don't have water on my table, and I don't know how the heck this happened, but I'm telling you, this was not here before, and it's completely thrown me into a panic. This is exactly why I record this stuff, and this is exactly why I want to do more video episodes so that you guys can experience this stuff in real time. Because this is creepy, and I'm so happy I got a picture. It's still there, it hasn't faded yet, but I don't know where the hell that came from, because if that's a watermark, it should have been faded by now, and it's still, like, there. It's, like, not gone. I don't know how this happened. I genuinely don't know where that came from. It is freaking me out, you guys. You have no idea. I'm, like, panicking right now in my room, thinking that there's something in here that's doing this. I need to grab my crystals, man. And I promise you guys that was not there before, because I've been using this journal for maybe almost a month now. I have not seen this mark on this page. And keep in mind, this is from the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. This is from a couple days ago. Where today is Monday. Today's the 20th. So, and it's on the page where I was just talking from. It's been about 5 minutes and the mark is still there, so it is not water, so none of you guys can say it's water. And I've taken videos, I've taken pictures just to prove it. Man, you guys are in for a good episode if you made it this far. Because the amount of crazy shit that's happened during this episode is insane. Like, I can't get over it. Like, those teeth marks or whatever that is on my planner are freaking me out. The energy that I'm feeling right now in the room is beyond crazy. You know what I need? I need my detector, my EMF meter, to tell me electromagnetic fields around me. Hold on one sec. Okay, yeah, I just took multiple videos. There is something in this area. I'm literally still looking at my EMF meter. It is going crazy, and there's nothing around it. I've taken multiple videos of stuff around it and stuff not around it. It is doing the same thing. I've moved it around to different areas of the room. It is completely staying green. But when I put it next to me, it is acting weird. And no, it's not because my phone is next to it. It's not because it's next to the computer. Because in order for it to go really crazy, you have to be like directly next to something for it to go like insane, like permanently. For it to glitch like this, there has to be some type of moving force going on. You guys can call me crazy all you want. I don't care. Like, I literally held it up and I placed it down and it's still going crazy. And like I said, I have it on video and I actually even posted some of it already on my Horror Headquarters page even before this episode is out. So no, I'm not going crazy. I'm feeling a lot of weird energy right now. Like my stomach is starting to hurt and I'm getting extremely uncomfortable. I think I need to cleanse. I think I need to burn some sage and use some crystals and some of my rocks just to like kind of get rid of all this energy. But whatever it is, please, I'm a good person. I'm not a bad person. I mean no harm to anyone or anything. Guys, this is really creepy. I'm sorry. This is insane. This is exactly why I want video episodes. And it's crazy because I think that's gonna wrap up this episode. Like, I know this is extremely short. I apologize. But you guys got a really great episode. This is even crazy to me. I'm gonna pin this as one of my favorite episodes because my EMF meter is still going crazy as I'm recording these lines, you guys. So I'm gonna wrap it up there. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to check out my Instagram at the Horror Headquarters to see the pictures and check out the videos that I just made with this EMF meter. I'm also gonna be posting the bite marks or whatever these marks are on my planner on Instagram. So make sure to check that out. We're also on TikTok at the Horror Headquarters, and thank God for TikTok. It's back. So happy. That's another really weird thing that it went for, and came back 14 hours. Yeah, something fishy is going on. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please make sure to hit that follow and subscribe button. Please make sure to rate us on Spotify, on Apple. Please share it with your friends, family, anyone that loves horror, giving us a shout out. I really do appreciate it. I'm wearing my favorite shirt of all time, the Horror Headquarters merch, which I'm still working on, sorry, but once I get everything situated with my life, I promise it's going to be releasing. Like, I want like pencils, and I want sweaters and beanies with the Horror Headquarters on it. I'm gonna go and try and figure out what's going on and get some crystals and sage, but until next time, you guys, tread very lightly and pray for forgiveness. Midnight hour is approaching, and I am terrified at the moment.